Okay, welcome to the Upwork freelance profile creation tutorial. Here you're going to learn how to create your Upwork account and how to optimize a good Upwork account so that you can be able to find clients that will pay you good money to do some freelance jobs for them. Alright, so let's dive into it at once. What is Upwork? You can call Upwork a global talent outsourcing platform or a global freelancing platform where freelancers can find jobs and be found themselves. Upwork is also suitable for people who are looking for freelancers to do some certain kind of work for them. So Upwork is that one place that you want to come and have some jobs done for you. That is what Upwork is all about. Upwork is a global freelancing platform, just like Fiverr. You might be conversant with Fiverr. So Fiverr and Upwork are basically the same thing, and there are numerous other freelancing platforms. You have freelancer.com, you have Indeed, and all of that. So these are platforms where freelancers go and list their talent to be found. So they can also go there and look for people who have jobs or gigs that they want people to do for them, and then they offer their services and get this job done. So let's go down straight to creating your account. Now the first thing you need to do is to go to upwork.com. Alright, so you go to upwork.com, click on sign up. So once you click on sign up, it brings you to this page. So under here, this is the first page you're going to see. So they want to know how you want to join the platform. Do you want to join as a client, somebody who is hiring freelancers for projects, or you want to join as a freelancer? So your best bet, if you're joining as a freelancer, is to click I'm a freelancer looking for work. Then that takes up to step 2. So here I'm using one of my Gmail accounts, which is gmail@corporateinfo@gmail.com. so the names that will be associated with this account is going to be the name of this my Gmail account. All right, so when you've done that, if you don't want to connect your Gmail straight up with it, you can just go ahead and do the normal registration process where you don't have to select a Google account. You can just click on create your account, select your country, tick these boxes, and then you go ahead. Then step 4. Now once Upwork have received all your information, your name, your country, your email address, your phone number where necessary, it brings you to this page where you'll be redirected. Now this was fast because I had to connect with a Google account, but if you're not connecting with a Google account, you would have to fill the if you're filling with email, you have to fill the information as manually by yourself. All right, okay, now this is it. So like I said, it is going to be working with the name on the Gmail account, which is Gentleman's League. Now they're asking you, they said answer a few questions and start building your profile, apply for open roles or list services for clients to buy, get paid safely, and know we are here to help. So we are going to run down all of this so you can see how creating your account works. All right, so now the first thing they're asking you is have you freelanced before? Now this lets us know how we can help you, to give you how much help we can give you along the way. Now what you can do here is and they promise they won't share your answer with anyone else, but your best bet to deal with this kind of question is to just go, yep, I've freelanced for you. So the algorithm does not mess up your profile or tag you as a beginner and all of that. So I'm not saying Upwork is lying about their promise to keep your answer secret, but as a freelancer who wants to be successful on this platform, I think you should just go ahead and rate yourself a freelancer that you've been working for years, or maybe that you've tried but you still might need the help. So I would advise you click on the third option. Okay, let's move to the next page. Now after that, they want to know what's your biggest goal for freelancing. Right, so they're asking if your goal is to earn your main income, if it's to make money on the side, if it's to get experience so you can find a full-time job, or I don't have a goal yet, still exploring. So what you're going to click on this part is to make money on the side, because freelancing cannot be your full-time job, as you're not promised steady income on any platform. So your best bet is to say you're looking to make money on the side. All right. So that takes you to the next question. So they're asking, how would you want to work? Everybody works in different ways, so we have different ways of helping you win work. You can select multiple preferences now, and you can always change it later. So they're asking, so the best bet on this part is to choose all three options. I would like to find opportunities myself. I would like to package up my Upwork for client to buy. That is where you package your project so clients can just buy and you deliver the job to them. Then I would like Upwork to act as a recruiter. So just select all the options available on this page. When you click next, it takes you here. So they're asking you, how would you like to tell us about yourself? Now they are giving you an option to either fill in the resume or to fill out the form manually. So if you have a resume that's been already prepared, that is optimized enough for for the ATS system, a resume that can scale through, you can go ahead and upload it using this option. Or if you want to fill them out manually, okay, so you can also use the manual button. Now I've uploaded, it has extracted from my resume. It has pointed out, it says here's what you've told us about your experience. They've identified that I'm a senior copywriter, that I've worked with Digital Exchange Academy, and they've also seen that I worked as a digital marketer for Alpha Dynasty Concept. Now this red sign is inviting me to go put a date to the work experience, because it might not detect the date, and if you're still working at the place. So if you encounter something like this, simply use the edit button, here and here, and you can edit the work experience and put in what they're asking for, probably that is missing on the document. So while you're done with that, you can go ahead and add your education. You can click here to add education and all the other information they're asking you. Now when you skip that part, the next part you're going to fill up is your bio. So this is what your bio should look like. So this is an example they've shown to us. This bio says I'm a developer with experience in building websites for small and medium-sized businesses. Whether you're trying to win work, list your services, or even create a whole online store, I can help. Now he goes ahead to list his experiences. I'm experienced in HTML and CSS3, PHP, and all of that. So no matter the service you're offering on Upwork, you should be able to write a brief, captivating bio about yourself. So you can use this bio on the screen as a template to how you can express yourself and the service you offer. So make sure it is captivating, make sure it's not too bulky, make sure it's detailed as well, so people can get to know exactly what you do. Now that takes us to where you set your hourly rate. Alright, so on this hourly rate option, so you can go ahead and set about $20 per hour or $10 per hour, anywhere thereabout. Set it, and you would also know that Upwork charges 20% for anything if your bill is below within $500 and below, Upwork will take 20% of your fee, and if it's above $500, Upwork will reduce to around 10% and down there. All right, so that is how the platform works. Now the final slide. Now this is what your account looks like. Okay, when you're done creating, this is what it looks like, and then you can go from here to begin to edit your account to be able to attract clients. At this point your account is still very much undone, very much undone. So that is why you would need to put in more information on your account. So, and that takes us to the next thing we are about to do right now. Alright, so here is my profile page on Upwork, where I would be able to show you what the platform looks like. Now on Upwork there is something called Connect. On Upwork there is something called Connect, and Connect, as you can see, I have about 83 Connect available. So these Connect are like coins. They are like the money you use to apply for jobs. Now Upwork gives you, I think, about 10 or 20 to 25, I'm not sure of the exact figure, but Upwork gives you an amount of connect every month. All right, so Upwork gives you an amount of connect to enable you apply for jobs every single month. And this connect, anytime you submit a proposal, Upwork deducts a certain number of connect from your Upwork deducts a certain number of connect from your profile, and you can use money to buy extra, or you can expect about 80 or thereabout connect in the following month. So mind you, whenever you apply for a job, Upwork is going to take something from this connect, and for each job you're applying for, you'd be able to see if the amount of connect necessary for this job and all of that. So next is the profile. Now this is my profile area. Now under Upwork, you can be able to set 3 kind of accounts. All right, 3 types of profile. So one of them would be your general profile, while the remaining 2 are going to be your personalized profiles. So the general profile is something that should summarize or give you a broad view, or give a client a broad view of what you do. Maybe if you're into writing, if you're into writing business plans, business proposals, resume, and all of that. So your general profile could carry business writer on it, while you go ahead and have other personalized profiles where you now specify, this is what I do. I write business plans. You have a different distinct for it. Then if you also write blog articles, you can now have a different profile for that one as well. Okay, let's go back to profile. Okay, so for example, my general profile says that I am a business writer. So I say I help small businesses create great converting sales copies that help them generate leads and make more sales on social media. I also write investor ready business plans and proposals for small and medium scale enterprises who are looking to secure extra funding for their businesses. Now you see, I try to summarize everything I do under my general profile, so whoever is coming to hire me for a job knows that I offer services like this. Now if I want to now tailor the services down to the different kind of business writing I do, I can now go all the way down to because you have 3 different profiles, like I said, a general profile and 2 personalized profiles, or 2 tailored profiles. So one of my tailored profiles says I'm a business business and proposal writing. Okay, now under business, under business and proposal writing, I highlighted that I write investor ready, that I'm an investor ready business plan writer. My rate is $20 per hour. Then specializes in business and proposal writing. So I said I'm here to help you prepare a detailed and customized investor ready business plan or proposal that zeroes out your fear of rejection from your investors and secures the loan, and blah 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 and all of that. So that is what I'm just giving you a glimpse of what this thing looks like. This is all the information I have put. Then the content, I'm here highlighting what the content of their business plan would have if I write for them, and all of that. So you're meant to write this section in a way that your client gets to read, and you try to solve every objection they might have concerning giving anybody a job. So objections could include for example, I mentioned that I'm a professional business school certified business developer and investor ready business plan writer with respected years of experience in working with startups. Now I've already highlighted to them, if they're wondering, has he done any job, does he have experience? Now I've told them that I've worked for some years and that I've worked with some startups as well. Now I said I also successfully completed plans that have received financial investment in form of business loans and grants without the use of templates or plagiarized content. Now if this person is wondering if I can write a business plan for them that can help them gain access to funding, Now they already know I've done something like this. I've already solved that objection. So I went ahead to mention that I have the skills, patience, passion, and dedication required to prepare business plans, business proposals, and market research that appeal to investors of my category. Okay, of any category, sorry. Now I've done that. Then I've given them a glimpse of what my offered services are and all of that. Now under that section you have on this account I have not done any work on this account because I use this account for lecturing. Now I've not done any job on this account, so had it been I have works recorded on this account, you would see them, you will find them in my work history. Now under the work history you find portfolio. So these are, under your portfolio, this is where you can display the business plans you've done, the job you've done, if you do graphic designs, if you're into web development and all of that. So you can display the job you've done here, all right, so people can see, and you can also make them downloadable. You can also then down there you fill in your skills and expertise, and you must fill skills and expertise that complement this particular tailored profile that you're applying with. You highlight your industry, the languages, other skills, project catalog, also projects that you've done. Okay, you can go ahead and request for testimonials from people, maybe your friends or people you've done jobs for who use LinkedIn accounts. If you click on request testimonial, they're going to ask you for the person's LinkedIn account, their email address, so that they can be invited to give a testimonial on your behalf. Now down there you can also go put in your certifications. This is really necessary. So whenever anybody sees your certifications, they will know that you know what you're doing, you've been trained on this skill. So ensure you put in your certifications, your employment history, places you've worked, and all of that. So these are the basic things you need to fix in your Upwork profile. Now if you look at this side of the page, you also find that I filled in some very personal informations like my university education, the degree I've gotten, and anything that is just necessary to make my account fly. Then let's go down to my second tailored profile. My second tailored profile is as a blog content writer. So I'm also making myself available as a blog content writer. So I said, just look at the way I highlighted what I do. I said anybody can write, but it takes a writer to cast a spell with words. I'm here to give you your readers the best reading experience, and blah 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 blah. Okay, so I went ahead to highlight the different niches that I can write on: finance, business, investment, crypto, startups and SMEs, sales and marketing strategies, business growth, love and relationships, etc. So this profile it's under the same profile, but this one is going to attract people who own blogs or company sites that want people to write content for them that sell. Probably they are looking for copywriters or content writers. So this content here would attract people who are on that category. Now these are a highlight of my portfolio as well. Screenshots of articles I've written on Medium. So I advise anyone who is into content writing to also find platforms where you can already write articles. So if they want to look you up, it's easy to find your work lying around all of these platforms. So it's very much easy to relate with what you've done in the past, and also give them the confidence to give you a job to do for them. Okay, so that is that about that. So all work, which is the general profile, highlights every the basic, not like a general profile that should talk about everything you do in your other profiles combined. So that is that about that here. Okay, now I would also advise you to put your availability off, because if you don't, Upwork is going to charge you your connects for each time this thing is on for a week. They will keep taking your money from there, your connect rather. So if you don't want your connect to keep reducing, I would advise you put this off, and probably whenever you need to stay active for a while, you can turn it on so clients can see. But best practice is to have it off, so you don't you don't waste your connects all over. Alright, let's proceed to customizing your account further. So you can go ahead and click on profile setting, or you can click on view profile, so we can customize your account further. Okay, under your profile setting, you're going to select your project preference. So are you interested in working on long-term projects, which is 3 months and above, or are you interested in working on just short-term projects? So you can go ahead and say you want to work on just short-term projects, or you can say you want to work on both short-term and long-term projects. So this helps the platform to show you the kind of or recommend jobs that are suitable for you. Now they're asking about your experience level. They're looking for you have at the entry level, people who are new to the field, intermediate, people who have substantial experience in this field, or expert. So an expert has comprehensive knowledge in the field they are applying as a freelancer. So you go ahead and choose an expert experience, because nobody might necessarily want to hire someone who does not have good experience in the field. Then after that is the categories. Now you can choose the categories your profile falls under, whether it is content writing, accounting and consulting, admin support. So I would advise, if you have numerous skills you can offer, maybe things like the job of a virtual assistant. You can help people schedule work, data entry, and etc. So I would also advise you make your profile, you select virtual assistants on your profile. It can cover for so many things you can be able to do with your profile. Alright, so you don't have to just focus on writing. You can also do many other things as a virtual assistant. A virtual assistant can be a data entry expert. A virtual assistant can also have can also provide transcription services. So don't limit yourself to the kind of work you can do on the platform. So while you've selected that, you go ahead and save. Okay, now you go ahead and save. Like I said, you have two specialized profiles and one general profile. Two specialized profiles and one general profile. So you can reorder it if you want, or you can keep it that way. Alright, let's move ahead. So you can also connect your you can link your social media profiles. I've already linked my Twitter, and you can link any social media profile you use. So the goal is to ensure you have an account that is filled up to 100%. So your account has to be filled up to 100% for it to for it to be able to attract jobs easier. All right, put in your certifications, put in your experiences, put in your experience level, put in your job preference, anything you need to fill, you fill all of that. And we also go from here to another section, but I hope all of the things we are saying is sticking real good. All right, okay, now let's talk about how you can find jobs on Upwork. This is a laptop screen, so it might look different on your mobile phone, but to find work on Upwork, to find jobs, you should just come to find work. You click here. Okay, so now it brings you to this kind of interface. Now first of all, when you come to this place, Upwork is going to refer you to different jobs that relate to what you do. They're going to recommend jobs that relate to what you do for you. All right, so here you have these are the best matches. So this guy is looking for someone to set up and run social media sites and possibly a website. This one is looking for SEO content creator. This guy is looking for TikTok marketing plan, editor for document review and plagiarism. So you can see the kind of jobs people are looking for, and you can look over here to see how much they are willing to pay. $50 for this and all of that. So let's say you're looking for a business writing job. So you just come to the search bar, go ahead and search for business plan writing. Okay, so business plan. Okay, just use the keyword business plan and you hit on the search button. All right, so there we go. Now the platform has found about 2,270 jobs related to business plan writing. Now here are the things you need to pay attention to. You can filter these results to tailor them down to what you're looking for, because you can be accepting all of the jobs that come under this category. So you can go ahead and say you want jobs that just require entry-level experience. Once you click on that, the platform is going to help you filter the jobs down. You can also go ahead and filter down if you want jobs that have just less than 5 proposals submitted, because what happens on Upwork is this: once a job is posted, the platform people begin to apply for the jobs, and for each amount of proposals that have been submitted to the platform keeps indicating how many people that have applied for that job. So when you filter all these things down, so I always advise you, if you're applying, always apply for at least jobs that have proposals less than 5%, between 5 and 10%, or between 10 and 15%. Sorry, between 10 and 15 proposals, because it's way easier for you to get into to get those jobs, so that you don't go ahead and waste all your connects trying to get a job that have already been taken. So if you have jobs that have from 15 to 20, from 20 to 50 proposals, I would advise you avoid and steer clear all those kind of jobs. So I always advise best even that you go for jobs that have less than 5 proposals, less than 10 proposals. I won't even sometimes go close to the jobs with about 10 to 15 proposals, between 10 and less than 5. So as you can see, jobs with less than 5 proposals have 38 submissions under this thing you've searched for. Between 5 and 10 have 24 jobs available. So that is how this filter works. You can go ahead and filter, you know, all of this. So you can even filter for only clients who have verified payments, because a lot of people on Upwork, a lot of clients do not have their payment methods verified. So you can go ahead and select to see jobs from only people who their payment options have been their payment methods or payments have been verified. So you'll be sure of getting your funds after you do the job. Now let's look for one job. Okay, so this is pathway. This person is looking for a pathway advisor. So he said, we are looking for enthusiastic individuals to join our team of pathway advisors to take care of our patients and blah 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 blah. So now this job is going to charge 6 connects from your profile. If you're trying to apply, this job is going to take 6 connects from your profile. So you will evaluate it and ensure before you apply for any job you read the description very well, the job description, the responsibilities, the requirements, the benefits and everything. So, and because some of these clients, they go ahead and say that if you're writing your proposal that you should say a particular thing, so they know that you actually did read through. So don't just copy and paste your proposals. Make sure you go through the job description, so you can be able to, you know, find what they are looking for. So you can be able to know if there's any important information they've made available, if their names are there. And we always advise that if you're submitting a proposal, they should include the client's name, but most of the time you will not find their name because of how Upwork is built. So the best way to do this is you can come down and see if part of the people who have worked with them mentioned their name. So this person, okay, if other people who have worked with them mention their names in the review or something of sort, so you should look up for that. In case you don't find their name, just go ahead and apply without mentioning their names, but always highlight the important information they've made available. Now, okay, okay. So always look out for every information that will help you secure the job, because they want to ensure you actually did read through the job description before applying. They want to get the right guy for the job. And also, before you go ahead and submit proposal for a job, also look out for how long ago the job was posted. Like, this job was posted just 1 hour ago, so it's still pretty much safe to apply and not necessarily risk your connect. You can also find, if you scroll through, you find jobs that have stayed up to a day, 2 days, and all of that. So there's no point applying for jobs that have stayed for so many hours or days and that. So this guy is looking for someone to help prepare business plan for a content creator, and he's paying $18 to $27 per hour. So imagine if you'd be working on that project for 7 days, you know how much that should be. So you should always read through. The payment is verified, and that. So this is how you find work on Upwork. Let's not spend so much time on that. Okay, so that is basically how to find work on Upwork. So you can explore this feature on your own to find out other things you can do here. Always search for the keywords of the kind of job you're looking for, the kind of thing you're looking to do with your account. Always search for the keyword so you can find related jobs. So there's one other feature of Upwork that is necessary, that every freelancer needs to set up, and that is what we call the project feature. So we talk about the project, but before then, let's go and see what we call the Upwork readiness test. There's a test on Upwork. I should have mentioned this at the beginning of the video. There's a test on Upwork that is called the Upwork readiness test, where you get to answer some questions to prove that you know Upwork like the back of your hands, and Upwork will also add a badge to your account once you pass this test. So the questions on that test is all about Upwork, things that happen on Upwork. They just want to know that you are sure of the stuff. So initially, to find that readiness test, you should just come to find work, scroll down, and you find it lying somewhere here, but it seems Upwork has taken that out. So the another easy way to find the Upwork readiness test is to simply come to Google. So let's go through google.com. Okay, let's walk through Google. Now you simply search for Upwork. Okay, readiness test. Okay, now this is it. You click on this first article, the first option on the list. It brings you on all the way down to this place where Upwork tries to explain what the readiness test is all about, but let's just jump straight to the readiness test. Okay, so this is they said, are you up to date on Upwork best practices? So you should take the readiness test to find out. So normally, before you take this test, it's advised that you read up some articles on Upwork, articles that help you answer the questions on this test. Those articles are necessary because for you to be able to successfully pass the Upwork readiness test, you need to ensure you have knowledge. So that's why they've prepared articles that teach freelancers about Upwork. So you can find that article on this page, this same page you're finding this information. You can find that article here, and when you find it, you can go ahead and take the readiness test. Now I've clicked on that. So if you've not taken the test before, you can just click on take test. You can see I took the test twice before I had to pass mine. The first I scored out of 5, I scored 3.50, of which I failed. Then I had to take the test again, and then I scored 5.0. in 8 minutes. Right, so you would also need to, the test qualifies you for the Upwork Rising Talent program. So once you pass this test, they include that Rising Talent badge on your profile, so people know that you know what you're doing around Upwork. Now that we've gotten that, now if you're taking this course, for taking the Upwork and freelancing course on DEXA, and be rest assured that the next page you're going to get into, or just down below this video, if you're seeing this video on YouTube, you know that down below this video you'll find the answers to the Upwork readiness test. And if you're taking our course on DEXA, the next slide is going to or just down below the video, also the content on it, you're going to find a file or an article answers the Upwork provides answers to the Upwork readiness test. So you don't have anything to worry about, but ensure you take the test, look through the answers, and provide answers to Upwork. Okay, now let's go back to what I wanted to talk about. So there's something called my project dashboard on Upwork. There are two ways you can find work job on Upwork. The first way is to look for jobs and apply, while the second way is to create a project. And when you create a project, people get to see your project and either buy your project or something like that. So once they buy your project, you get a message, then it is left for you to either accept or to reject. So this is a project I've created halfway for the sake of this learning. So let's go ahead and look through it, so you see how to write your project. Now your project is like you putting in product in your store. Your project is like you having product in your store that people can come and buy from you. All right, so when you have product in your store, people come in, they see the specifications of your product, they see how much you charge, they see the terms and conditions associated with buying that product from you. And that is exactly how the project section works. Now under here, the first slide on this is the project overview. Now you have the title says you should tell the client what you will deliver and how it benefits them. And if you look at what I've done here, I said you will get stellar investor/bank ready business plan. Now I'm creating this project for my business plan services. Now I'm telling the client you will get a stellar investor/bank ready business plan. All right, so, and they've also provided you with options, things you can say. You get an amazing logo designed for your business, you get 3 hours of social media marketing consultation, you get a revamped resume tailored to your next job, something like that. So you can create as many projects as possible. Upwork will review and then they will approve. After the title, you talk about team. So are you applying as a single freelancer, or are you applying as part of a team? Okay, so go ahead and select freelancer. If you belong to a team, you can also select the name of that team. Now for categories, if you come under categories, you're going to find different categories. So if you're providing business plan services, you go under consulting and HR. That is where you find the business plan services. Then if you're trying to provide writing and translation projects, you also go to the admin and customer support section and select the one that best applies to what you're looking to, or the project you're looking to do. So once you've done that, you select the language your project comes in, whether you deliver in English or any other language you have proficiency in. The under business type, since you can select only one here, go ahead and select startup. Then plan format, how are you going to deliver the job? So some people might choose to deliver in PDF format, while I chose to deliver in Word, so that the customer can be able to edit if they want to. Now what's the purpose of the plan? Now I chose everything here, so you can also go ahead and do that. Now for your search tags, they're asking you what will the client put into the search space to be able to find you. So things that people are likely to impute if they're looking for someone that delivers your kind of service. So I went ahead and included business plan expert, immigration business plan writer, investor ready business plan writer, personal business plan writer, and all of that. So when you're done with that, you go ahead and click save and continue. Okay, so that brings us to the next slide. Now this is where you talk about pricing. How are you going to price this your services? Now you have three categories for pricing. They have the starter, they have standard, and advanced. So you have option to customize the titles, what you want to name them. Now I named my first one basic business plan, standard business plan, and advanced business plan. Some people can do bronze, silver, gold, you know, something like that. So whatever you want to name your pricing, your price sections, you go ahead and do that. So you're also expected to put a custom description on your prices. Now I said my first starter is my first one is the starter pack is basic for personal use and can serve as a proposal, you know, just include something there. Now delivery days, they're asking you how long is it going to take you to deliver the job to the client. For the starter pack, I chose 3 days. The next one, the standard, I chose 5 days, and the advanced 7 days. Now how many revisions are you going to grant per category? I have three reviews. That's to revise the job. 3 revisions for this, 5 for this, and 6 for this. Okay, now under the different categories, what is the customer or the client going to expect from you? Now on this part, you know, on this part I have chosen the things they will expect to come with the job, and this and this. So for the basic plan, they will just get the executive summary, company description, industry and competitor analysis, and an outreach email copy. Now for my standard plan, they'll get the executive summary, they'll get everything in the first one, all right, including SWOT analysis, customer analysis, financial forecast, and an outreach email copy as well. Then for my final one, these are also the options I selected. Now your project price: for the basic, I'll be charging $200. For the standard, I'll be charging $400, and for the advanced, I'll be charging $750. So you would also look for ways to highlight how much your services are going to cost. So if you would have extra add-ons, more like, you know, extra things that people would get if they pay extra money. So for my extras, if you pay extra $100, I'll deliver the starter pack within 1 day. So instead of 3 days, I'll deliver it in 1 day because you're paying extra $100. Now for the next one, for my standard, extra $150, I'll deliver in 3 days instead of 5 days. Then with extra $250 for the advanced, I'll deliver in 4 days instead of 6 days. Now these are the some of the things that people can also see on your project dashboard. Okay. You can add extra add-on. So I've included this one. If somebody who is already booking a service also wants a pitch deck, so I've indicated I'm going to charge $300 and deliver the pitch deck within 3 days. That's an extra $300 from them to deliver the pitch deck within 3 days. So you have to customize your own to the way you think is best suitable for you. Then you also look for project images. If you want, you can include videos, but I advise you just include images that talk about what you're doing, so you can see the random images I picked all over the net and I've put them in. You also have an option to include a project video. It could just be a video of yourself that is less than 90 seconds and less than up to 100 MB, or, you know, maybe just 1 minute video where you're talking about the project, how you execute it and stuff. But in order not to mess the whole thing up, leave out the video section. Then the last one is the sample document. You can choose to include samples of the job you've done. You know, if you think it's okay for you, you can go ahead and do that. But if you don't want to, you're not under compulsion to put samples. So the next page is the requirements. Okay, so here is where you tell the client what you need to get started. So I just said I will send you a questionnaire to get the information I need, and to input this, you can just go ahead and write add a requirement. So I didn't want to start listing a lot of things, so I just said I will send the customer a questionnaire, which I'm going to build on Google Doc. A form on Google Doc where the customer will fill in information for me, and I'll go ahead and use this information to write their business plan. So after that, the next page is the description page. Now this is where you make the project summary. Now this is my project summary. It's a little bit long. Okay, so you're allowed to write 1,200 characters in your project summary. So the first paragraph in my project summary, I said I will help you prepare an investor ready stellar business plan for your startup idea. I have written countless business plans to my clients with an excellent success rate. The business plan I will deliver will not only make fundraising easier for you, but also reveal a clear roadmap to the success of your business. Please reach out to me if you need to see sample business plans. Then I went ahead to highlight the industries that I have helped. You can see the different industries I've helped: education, consulting, tech, non-profit, healthcare, real estate, manufacturing, e-commerce, and many more. And then I went ahead to also include some other important information that might help the client in making their decision to choose me. Okay, now the next part of this section is the project steps. This is where you highlight the steps that you're going to take. The first one is not editable. Now the second one is where you can add a step. So I added 3 steps. The first step is questionnaire. The title, okay, when you come to setting a step, it will first of all ask you the name of the step. So the name of my first step is questionnaire. Then the step description, I said I will send you a detailed focused questionnaire to get important information from you after you hire me. Then my second step, I said first draft. I will send a first draft to you within our agreed timeline. After reviewing the first draft, you can request revisions and modifications in the business plan. Now the final part of it is revision and finalization. I said I will make revisions according to your request and finalize the documents. Okay, so you can also decide what your own steps are. You mustn't necessarily do what I have done. You can decide what the steps that are going to be taken to deliver the job to your clients, right from the point where they contact you to the point where you deliver the job. So the third option here, you don't feel it. Upwork already has something the client is going to see different from what you're seeing here. Okay, now you can also go ahead and add frequently asked questions. Now for my frequently asked questions, is optional, but I would advise you also include it to help solve objections. Now the first question I said people that would normally ask: what if I'm unable to answer the questions in the questionnaire? So the answer to that is you don't have to worry if you cannot answer all the questions in the questionnaire. The purpose of the questionnaire is to get basic information. It will be my responsibility to elaborate on your business concept through market research. All right, now the second question: do you make suggestions about business model? And the final question: how long does it take to make revisions? All right, so those are the things I assume people will also ask on your part, questions similar to that. So you should always provide the answers prior to when people come to ask for all of those things. Then the final part of this is the review section. Meet for review. Okay, so the first question here is maximum number of spontaneous projects that you can take on and deliver great results. So I said I can take on 3 projects and deliver. That's the maximum I can work on at the same time and deliver great results. So after you've done that, you go ahead and send to the review team. Okay, so we are done with that. So we'll be waiting for the review team to review that and return information to us as to whether the your submission was accepted or if it was rejected. Okay, all right. So that is that about that. I hope you understand it, so you can go ahead and explore the remaining parts of this course. I don't think there is something I've not touched, but I'm trying to also find it out. So anyway, there are many ways to use the search option. And another thing I will also advise is for you to have a great profile, a great account. Please go and look up other freelancers. Now, for example, if you come to this search button, you'll see talent. The talent are freelancers. You can also see projects. So project, if you want to look at what someone else did, the kind of thing we just finished doing on the project, if you want to see what someone else have done on that part, you can click on projects. Now if you want to see other freelancers to see what they have done, so let's look for freelancers who are virtual assistants and what their profile looks like. Okay, so let's see what Upwork has in this category. Okay, so this guy is a virtual assistant. So if you want to go and look up what your profile should look like as a virtual assistant, you can go ahead and open this guy's profile, Prakash Chandra B. Alright, so I would advise you do things like this so you would know what is making this guy successful. He has 99% job success. That means he has done a lot of jobs. He has more than $40,000 in earning. He has done up to 284 jobs, and you can see what he has done. So if what this guy has done inspires you, you can go ahead and look at what he has done and replicate something like that on your profile. So for people who are going to make their general profile general assistants or administrative assistants, you can just go ahead and copy something like this and re-edit it to suit your profile. So people, whatever attracts people to this guy can also attract them to you also. So that is the end of this tutorial. So you can go ahead and create your Upwork account and start applying for jobs. Good luck.